lots with 50-foot frontages accommodating 2 or 3 people with one vehicle. That doesn't go anywhere.
No.
Now, houses that used to accommodate 3 people are being ripped out and being replaced with 4 parcels
Right.
or 4 townhouses, which is typically 8 or more vehicles now, where there only used to be 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And there's no room for them. Because people, because they can, a lot of them don't even use their garages for their cars. They use them for storage. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, so it's kind of dopey. But, so yeah, that's kind of like how I feel about the whole thing. And, holy fuck, how long did it take us to get around to doing episode 49?
No idea. I have no idea when the date was.
I think June.
Oh, fuck. I would bet it's earlier than that.
It was either May or June. It can't be any earlier than May.
I think it's May. I do think it's May.
Anyway, in case you're wondering, the 5 of you that listen to this podcast, what happened to us, the Premier of Alberta didn't like our attitude on our podcast and canceled us.
We were censored.
We were censored. We were canceled. Jeremy Farkas, running for mayor of Calgary, fought to get us our podcast back.
Right.
Adam's about to say, the election hasn't happened yet, idiot.
No, I thought...
But I voted in advance polls.
I thought Farkas was a piece of shit.
Well, he
Isn't
had
he
a
like-
history of being...
Like super right-wing, shitty piece of shit.
I wasn't really labeling him back in the day as a right-wing piece of shit. He was just a shit disturber, is what he was.
Okay.
But, you know, he was a young pup, based on the things I've heard and
April
seen.
12th.
Wow. April.
April 12th
Jesus.
was 48. Was when 48 was put out.
6 months ago. Wow. Anyway. Yeah, no, he kind of grew up. Started to see the value in helping people on opposing sides of a fence collaborate and compromise and get together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there are some people in this world that never figure that out. He seems to have figured it out and claims to have had some successes bringing people diabolically opposed to each other together for the common good, assuming it wasn't a complete scam. That's the kind of mayor I would like to see in charge, because most, if not, well, maybe not all the other candidates, but most of the other candidates I don't see as collaborators. I see them as polarizers, especially with this stupid Calgary now having political party. It doesn't give the people who belong to any of those parties the ability to have any kind of critical thinking skills of their own and vote with their conscience and or the way their ward want them to vote. So, yeah, which is why also when I voted for my counselor for my ward, I didn't pick a party-related person. I picked an independent.
Just feels like all the counselors, or council, counselors?
Mm-hmm.
Council people?
Sure.
Are, like, it's just so rife with fucking...
Partisanship?
No, just, illegal,
Oh, okay.
uh...
Fraud. Or under, yeah.
No, like, bribes and...
Yeah.
what's that word?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Corruption.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Just unbelievable. It just feels like that, and no one has anything good to say about any councillor ever. And it just seems so. None of them seem to get along. The mayor is the most irrelevant vote ever.
Oh, no kidding.
Like, there is no power. He's a representative of the city for some fucking reason. The person, whoever wins.
Yeah, all the mayor of Calgary really truly is kind of like a statesperson for the city.
It's an absolute figurehead.
Yeah.
Who gets in trouble for the fuck ups of the rest of them.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. They don't do anything. They don't rally people together, because the people who keep winning have been winning forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that is the most apathetic voter thing to say, but it is unfortunately the truth. That there's just so much infighting and bullshit. Or so it seems. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the most disinterested voter.
Right. From a municipal point of view, or period?
No, municipal.
Municipal.
Yeah, there's so many other problems to fucking worry about.
Right.
Like, what's going on in Calgary. Like,
Well, never mind the fact that...
because I can only vote for one councillor and the mayor.
Right.
So?
Well, and not only that, but the people actually making the key decisions in the day-to-day running of the city weren't even elected.
Oh, there you
The
go.
bureaucrats.
Right.
They're the ones with the power.
Right.
Because they're the ones with the money.
Yeah, so what the fuck? Like,
So
who cares?
most of the votes that happen on council are almost irrelevant.
Right.
It's nothing but posturing.
That's how it feels.
Yeah.
That's how it feels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But I'm also an idiot, because during the floods, I was a huge advocate for what Nenshi did. But it was the same bullshit then. Like, did he actually do much of anything? Or did they all, like, have to get their head out of their
Well,
ass?
he
Was a good figurehead.
He was a good figurehead who remained visible in a time of crisis to try to, rally everybody to
Right.
help each other out.
So he was a great figurehead.
Yes.
So that's good.
And that's one of the reasons I think that nobody really has a lot of time for the current mayor, because the next big crisis that happened, which coincidentally was on her watch, was the giant water main break.
Yep. She fucked right off.
Yeah, she was nowhere to be seen.
And that was a big deal.
Was
Or
it ever
remains
a big deal?
to be a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got involved visibly eventually, but she left the public relations aspect of that crisis to emergency and water services.
Right.
Which, hey, whatever. But once you've seen
Yeah.
an example of how a figurehead can take charge and appear to lead everyone through a crisis, when it doesn't happen the next time, everybody suddenly goes, hey, what gives?
Right.
Like, why do you exist again?
Yeah.
And, okay, you're entitled to that opinion. I personally don't have a problem with this mayor. I mean, I voted for her. I don't see anything horribly wrong with her, but I am definitely cognizant of the fact that voting for her this time around would be a wasted vote. Because
they're
the
so
whole fucking
powerless.
city is against her now.
Yeah, it's true.
She doesn't stand a chance.
Them being
Except for
as
the
powerless
dyed in
as
the
they,
wool,
right, of course.
progressives.
The mayor being as powerless as they are, and them simply being a figurehead, like, she catastrophically failed.
Right.
Right? So if you look at it from that perspective, like when you say I don't have a real issue with her, but she failed on, like, the two big things that she had over her her time in office was the water main break, which was a actual real big deal,
Mhm.
and totally failed on communication and visibility,
Yes,
blah, blah, blah.
yes.
And the other one was the arena negotiations.
Yeah.
And she fucked that up. She got in the way. She fucking fucked some shit up and ended up costing more money in theory. But the
Yes.
optics are of it because of her poor, we'll call it statesmanship, because really, again, that's all it was. So again, another failure. No one says that she did a good job with being a part of the negotiations for that arena.
Right.
And we're talking many, many millions of dollars. Like it was a big deal.
Yeah.
If her actual contribution to it, how significant that was or was not, is almost irrelevant. She just failed at being communicative again. And that's enough to just be like, you're out. You're out. So, but with that said, I will fully admit I don't know anything about any of them. The only person that I know anything about is Broad running as trustee in my ward,
Right.
who is a scumbag piece of garbage.
Mm.
What's her name? Luann? I don't know. Some lady who claims to be a doctor who's not a doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever the fuck
Yeah.
that bitch is.
Yeah.
That's the only person that I know about. I don't know anybody else.
Claims to be a doctor but isn't a doctor?
Yeah,
Mets.
Nope.
No.
Oh. Tyson Thieves. Luann. I think it's Luann. Some
Okay.
Asian lady.
Oh, okay.
Can't remember. I can't remember. Anyway, I only know about her because she's a separatist. She is an advocate for banning books from some books from schools and shit like that.
Right.
You can just fucking. And then the claim of being a doctor, but she's really a doctor of Chinese. With the needles.
Oh, acupuncture.
Acupuncture, but it lapsed. So she's not actually. She's a psychologist, but she's a psychologist of Chinese medicine. Whatever that means, like, that might be a real big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't really appear to be a real big deal. But anyway, she just seems like a scumbag. But that's the only thing that I know. The only person that I have an interest in my ward is DJ Kelly, because I guess he's young and different.
Right.
But that's it. So I don't even know if I'll vote, to be honest. It's the most uneducated vote ever.
Right.
So that, from my perspective, is the most boring political conversation I've ever heard. I have nothing to contribute, and I probably won't vote. So.
Well, Darlene and I voted in the advanced polls. I went to the forum of all the candidates in my ward. It was a bit of a gong show because they didn't really let the audience engage with the candidates for very long.
Of course.
So, yeah, and then we only had about a half an hour to talk to them before everybody was booted out of the building so they could close up. So I only really got to talk to one person, and unfortunately, there's a way too high chance of vote splitting for the same kind of person in our ward. Two people who basically have the same platform. So I had to try to figure out, do I go with the guy I like more? Or do I go with the guy that appears to have more and bigger signs erected throughout the entire ward? 50-50.
That sounds like the most ridiculous thing ever.
I know.
Which is where we are.
I know.
Yeah. Municipal elections are ridiculous. We just should have city dictators. Fuck it. Like, they're so ludicrous.
I would run
man.
for city dictator.
Absolutely.
I would.
I would.
Yeah. Press conferences would be phenomenally hilarious. I'd be like, does anybody have any intelligent questions to ask during this press conference? No? Dismissed.
Into the river.
Out you go.
Toss you right in the river.
Don't take that fucking donut. You had no intelligent questions. Out.
There you go.
Anyway. Yeah, a lot of shit went down in the 6 months that we didn't record anything. We had a federal election happened.
Yeah, apparently.
Went on vacation to Ontario, Quebec.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. My highlights are wife went to the Middle East
Yeah. For work.
for work for 2
And
weeks. She is a senior accountant for a O&G.
Mm-hmm.
She went to Saudi Arabia and Dubai.
Yeah.
Teacher strike. I have gotten to the other side of my chronic pain,
Oh.
I
Wow.
think. Yeah,
That's exciting.
that is exciting. We went to Victoria for a vacation. I think those are our
Oh, yeah,
highlights.
right. Yeah.
Took the kiddo.
How did that go?
It depends on who you ask.
Right.
I loved the drive.
Yeah.
to
Oh, you
and from-
you drove.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only way I'll go, for sure. Too fat to get in an airplane. Loved it. She'd never, she never drives well, because we didn't do a lot of driving, but my enthusiasm, because it's my favorite drive ever. I've done it fucking so many times.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my enthusiasm kept her engaged, and she was blown away about the change in topography
Mhm.
from.
It's an exciting drive.
It's a wonderful drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was stoked the whole time, to and from. I think we got I'm bored once each direction, which is wild. She's fucking 7, right? It was, mwah. And when we got there, she got to ride on the ferry, and she got that's where she's from. So it was really very exciting. The ocean. She
Yeah,
swam in
big
the
water.
ocean. She had a lot of fun, and it was wonderful to show her around. The problem is that was the downside was that was the apex to my chronic pain. That was the worst I could be.
Mm.
Sleeping on shitty mattresses,
Mm.
and it was
Yeah,
I
Darlene can definitely relate to that.
I couldn't walk. I left them to enjoy a day on their own,
Mm-hmm.
and it was incredibly demoralizing and painful. Not physically, but emotionally. It's I can't even go on vacation with my family, and I was devastated. So I was I have to change something. I don't know what. I felt hopeless and all. It was really. We had to leave early, because I couldn't even sleep.
Mm.
I was in so much pain. But again, while driving, it was great.
Right.
But I couldn't walk with them. I couldn't do anything. It was really small snippets of joy, and the joy was soured by the dissatisfaction and of my inability to do things. So anyway, that was the
The highlight and the low light.
yeah, 100%, 100%. So then I came home and did some research and found someone who I hoped could help me, and we've been working and trying to fix things, and I am not in constant pain, which is remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. I'm uncomfortable, but it's not pain, because it was brutal. I'd applied to the chronic pain clinic.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna wrap my life around this is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I managed to see somebody who was I think we can do something. I think we can do something. and so far it's been working. So that's very positive. That's a big deal. And yeah. So yeah, the trip to Victoria was bittersweet. And, daughter loved it. Loved it. I hate traveling.
Mm-hmm.
I hate not sleeping in my own bed. I hate not having my own shit around.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking hate it.
I like traveling. My travel is tempered by Darlene's own
Sure.
pain-related neuropathy issues.
Right, of course.
Which is why, like, the routine that we got into whenever we would go to San Diego was she got relief there because we had originally found a hotel with high quality memory foam mattresses, which, at least if nothing else, helps recharge her and let her get some decent sleep, to have the momentum to do something the following day.
Right.
But by dinner time,
Wiped.
it's game over.
Mm-hmm.
And so my routine post dinner was always to go for a nice long, boardwalk, oceanside walk by myself,
Right.
which I didn't mind. It was a little sad that she couldn't come along with me, but at least then I could walk at my own pace and
Yeah,
get
it's
some
bittersweet.
exercise in
It's the
and
definition of
watch the
bittersweet.
sun
right?
go down and then
Yeah.
come back to the room and chill with her. But which is why I didn't know what this trip east was going to be like,
Sure.
because we were going to be staying at a hotel. We had no idea how good the beds were.
Yeah.
We stayed, so I don't know if I told you anything at all about the trip.
No. Zero.
But the reason we decided to go east was not because of Donald Trump, although that's probably going to prevent us from going south for the foreseeable future. It was because Darlene's mother had passed in April. And when the trip was
Okay.
planned for the end of June,
Yeah.
the plan was always, we're either going to get one last chance to visit Mom,
Yep.
or the chance will have been missed,
Yep.
and this will be the chance for the siblings to have a celebration of life and take the ashes and do with them as
You do.
the person commanded be done with them,
Sure.
which was to dump them in Lake Ontario. Darlene
I
got
just
a
heard the noise. Bloop.
Darlene got a portion of the ashes
Yeah.
and brought them home. But yeah, the whole family got together, all 1, 2, 3, 4 siblings in Kingston. We stayed there for a few days.
Her four.
Yep.
Okay.
Her
Yeah.
part of the 4. And we arrived in Kingston in the absolute pinnacle of the Ontario heat dome of June
Why?
2025.
Why wouldn't you?
It was a total fucking gong show.
A million humidity.
Oh,
and
like
hot.
a
Yeah.
million. I wish it was only a million humidity. Yeah, it was crazy. So many things I wanted to do outdoors, and it was too much.
Unbearable.
It was too much. It was too much. So yeah, we tended to do pretty much everything that needed to be done, not in midday.
Yeah.
And yeah, that went well. And the drama that Darlene was fearing came to pass. Not as bad as she was fearing, but enough that she said, I'm never going to go through that again. Only endured it because of the circumstances.
As you do.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we took off to Ottawa and stayed there for the rest of the trip so that I could visit with my family across the river in Gatineau. And that was much more pleasant. The weather got nicer at the same time. it was almost like the universe speaking to us, like, we're going to put you through the heat and hell of Hades, and then, okay, that part's done now. Now that you've endured that, you can relax and enjoy yourself. So it was kind of funny. The hotel that we ended up staying at in Ottawa was actually quite nice. I would go back there in an instant. The bed was extremely comfortable. We had a nice view. It was right downtown, just south of Byward Market, right beside National Defense Headquarters and the Rideau Mall. And they were undergoing about as much road construction as we are right now. But it looks like we're going back again next year. Except this time, in an effort to avoid the inevitable heat dome of Ontario, we're going to try and go in May instead of June.
Right.
And see how that goes.
It's spring, yeah.
So.
End of spring, beginning of summer, that's probably a smart idea.
But
cool.
Yeah, it was nice to see everybody. It was nice to see my family. I didn't have to go gallivanting all over the place. Everyone kind of met at my sister's place. And everybody's doing really well out there. My niece is following in her mom's footsteps and is now a high school math teacher.
Oh, yeah.
And they love her because she's just this cute little petite girl teaching math in school. The kids absolutely adore her.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Good.
And now my sister's retired.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah. She went back to school in September just to get to her birthday, and then
Done.
Adios, muchachos. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was a nice trip. The one thing that was really noticeable during that trip was how much more expensive everything is with the added sales tax on everything.
Yeah, right.
Like, holy shit.
Yeah. What is the PST there?
Well, it's HST, so you've
So,
got
right.
Yeah.
Right.
The harmonized tax, I think, is 11 or 12.
11 total, because what's GST now? 5?
5.
Right.
Yeah.
So
But it adds up, man.
that's a lot, dude.
Like when you're on vacation and you're buying everything, like everything,
Yeah. Everything.
all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I got to see my uncle, who I hadn't seen in like 35 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a good trip. And I thought, Ontario, that'll be cheaper than going to San Diego. Not by much.
Right. Yeah, that is.
It's the hotels,
So
especially Ottawa.
And in June,
Yeah.
right? Like, what a stupid time to visit. It's a good time to visit, but like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
I know.
Of course it's going to be
Yeah,
expensive.
yeah.
Yeah, it was the same thing with us. Like when we went to Victoria, it's just like we are going to the most touristy city in the country in the summer. Buck. It was very expensive.
Yeah.
It was very expensive. And,
No doubt.
we didn't do hotels. We did, unlike you guys who did it the right way and chose nice hotels with nice beds.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't. We went to a motel that we could pull the car right up to the door.
Yeah.
And shit like that.
Yep.
And it had a lot of character, but nice. It was. I actually thought it was pretty cool, but it absolutely was a total
I'm just
character
thinking
place.
about any TripAdvisor reviews that I've read saying, yeah, the hotel had a lot of
a
character.
lot of character.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
So
it was
methamphetamines were easy to come by, which is
no, it wasn't. No, definitely
that
not.
kind of character.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. It was cool going through Victoria. It was wild that I was trying to explain to my wife about like a weird quirk that my brain has that sometimes I'll just be sitting. It's like a bit of synesthesia almost, where it feels synesthesia. I don't know actually if it is, but like I'll be doing something, but I have this weird association in my brain that plays out when an event happens. Like this weird scenario plays out in my head. Like it replays sort of a memory. And it's a real short clip of a memory, but it's usually based on like intersections in cities. Like I picture myself on an intersection. And there's a few places in Victoria that like stand out when an event happens in my head, and I just think about that intersection. And it happens in Calgary too. And it happens usually in places that I'm no longer. Anyway, that's not the important part of the story. Other than like those things happen. I have these strong associations to areas. And it was fun to go back there and see them, because it really felt like, it surprised me. It felt like I was home, which was weird, because my wife felt the exact opposite. She's like, this does not feel like home at all. And I was like, it's so weird how this still feels like home. And being back here in Calgary is just almost like a hiatus. I have no interest in moving back to Victoria, but it just.
But you seem to have developed a deeper connection with the place.
The place, but it was developed from when I was a child.
Right.
Right, like I have a deep association to that city. So when I went back, it was weird. It just, I knew there was no, is it this way or is it this way to get to a location. I didn't even think about it. It was
right.
just,
you just go.
Drove there.
Yeah.
Just drove there.
Right.
And there were numerous times my wife was like,
do you know where you're going?
Is this actually the way? And I said, I until you asked it, I had no doubts. Now that you've asked, I'm like, I have no fucking idea. But yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was really weird. But it was fun to see the places we were, and it was cool to take our daughter to the city that she was born in, and to take her to the ocean for the first time, and swimming and splashing in the water, as you do when you're a kid, because you're too young to know how fucking unbelievably cold that water is and awful it is to be in. But she had a blast. It was cool. It was our first vacation as a family, right? Just with COVID and then just circumstances. So that was our first vacation, and it was fun.
Kingston blew my mind.
How it's changed?
How it's not changed.
That's fucking wild.
Like,
that's wild.
That's not to say nothing has changed, because it has. But when you've been away from a place, I haven't lived there since 1994.
Yeah, that's a couple days.
Okay?
Yep.
And I've been back a couple of times, but they were very short visits to go to the base and do business and then leave.
Right.
So you would think that with more than 30 years having gone by, there would be big-ass changes.
Yeah.
And there just wasn't. Like, yeah, sure, there was a bridge crossing the Cataraqui River that didn't exist, or the Rideau River that didn't exist before. The base has seen some significant changes. The downtown core now has a big giant tower.
Has
big giant tower under
Like just-
construction.
that right.
That
Like, that's wild.
Nothing like that existed before.
Right.
Like when I was living there, and some developer tried to build this 25-story condo building, the area just lost their minds.
Right.
That the character of the city was just going to be gone forever. So yeah, like there were some noticeable changes, but what was so noticeable was how much didn't change.
How it didn't feel alien.
No. And
right.
like, yeah, sure, it grew outward and there's new neighborhoods where none existed before. But as I would drive through neighborhoods, like when you drive through neighborhoods in Calgary, there most of the original homes have been replaced by new homes. Not there. You get the odd new home in an established neighborhood, but the rest are the same fucking homes that were there 40 years ago. And it just blew my mind.
That reminds me of something that was quite surprising to me in Victoria as well. Now, obviously, we're not talking about 30 years, we're talking 6.
Right.
But when we went back, how many restaurants still existed that were there that when we were there?
Yeah.
It was quite astonishing.
Mhm.
Because in Calgary, things were just like things show up for 15 minutes and,
And
then they're gone.
Yeah.
Even with the seemingly success, and then they just fuck off.
Yeah.
But there, like, it was a real delight to go back and go, man, I have been craving X from Y for 6 years.
Yeah.
And you go there and it's
There it
the
is.
same.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was really weird. It was really cool. It was great. It was really cool.
We didn't have enough time to visit the old haunts. Many of them had gone,
Sure.
but there were a couple that were still around. The siblings had a real tough time agreeing where to go together.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, like the venue where we were all going to meet for the a dinner changed like 6 times before finally somebody said enough is enough. We're going here and that's the fucking end of it. Yeah, it was kind of fun to be a spectator to all of that drama and watch it unfold.
Cool.
But yeah, it was way too short of a visit. I took my my brother-in-law to the military museum on the base because I hadn't even been to it because it had opened since after I had left.
Right.
So it was a nice treat to go in there and look and see if any of the things that I worked on were actually in the museum. Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
Funny.
Yeah, it was funny. But anyway, yeah.
Cool.
Like I said, it was a good trip. Just it wasn't long enough. The Ottawa part was. The Kingston part wasn't. What else is going on?
Had a bit of a technology scare
Oh?
because I was apathetic or disconnected or whatever
Yeah.
to the end of service Windows 10 updates.
Oh, yeah.
And I had set a computer, my old computer, for my daughter to play Minecraft or whatever on.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
didn't, you know, it's an old computer, but it's
Functional.
functional, especially for these older games. So I didn't really think much of it. Well, I didn't think anything of it
Mm-hmm.
because never has there been a fucking hardware requirement for an operating system.
Yeah, I
before.
know, eh?
You fucking dicks. So only 2 weeks ago, I found out that, like, I had seen a Reddit post talking about Windows 10 going into service. I was like, what the fuck? Already? Like, that's weird. Like, I don't even recall when Windows 10 came out, so
Yeah.
maybe it's not ridiculous.
Right.
Maybe it's been out for...
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
Right? So, anyway, I was still like, what the fuck? And I didn't think much of it. And then the algorithm of YouTube suggested a video from some guy who talked about it, and I found out what it was and why and how people are pissed because it
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
potentially very expensive.
Yeah.
And found out of, and I assumed at that point that computer, it was incompatible. And I had just set this thing up, and my daughter's on it all the time. I was like, you sons of bitches, you dirty sons of bitches.
Mm-hmm.
And so I found out today that, of course, definitively, that it is not compatible. But
It doesn't matter.
But what do you mean?
It actually doesn't matter.
Well, it does. Well, it does and it doesn't. It does because if you don't play Microsoft's rules and back everything up to them and have all your settings with them, you will no longer receive security updates as of October 14th for Windows 10. They will no longer come to you.
No, I realize that.
Right.
But there's a lot of machines that are deemed by Microsoft as not being compatible for Windows 11 upgrade.
Right.
That'll take a Windows 11 upgrade just fine. You just can't do it the normal way.
Right.
I learned that lesson years ago
Sure.
in my classroom that I manage.
Right.
Because we had a bunch of Windows 10 machines, and none of them had the hardware requirements.
Right.
All of them. Like it had some of them, but it was missing some critical requirements. It was either CPU related or TPM 2.0 related or whatever.
Yeah, the TPM
related.
2.0 is the real kicking the balls.
Yep. But it turned out that people had found a way around that just by running a script that basically
Right.
tricked the setup into going,
Oh yeah, you're okay.
yeah, fuck it, you're good, you're golden. And then it evolved to the point where, and I mean, that's how I managed to get a couple of my classroom computers going. And then eventually you didn't even need to do that anymore. All you had to do was download an ISO from Microsoft and run the command to install it in a very specific way.
Right.
I think it was like something to do with like setup / product server or something like that.
Sure.
And it just basically went, hey, whatever the fuck this is, it's going. It's
Right.
going on there. And
So I
Never
know
had an
that
issue.
those things exist,
yeah,
but I also know over the last 2 weeks
Yep.
is that there's been a huge crackdown by Microsoft to eliminate the ability from going 10 to 11 by circumnavigating some of these things.
Oh, really?
And the anticipation is, of course, is that after the 14th, when 10 is now dead,
Yeah.
and all updates will be for 11,
Yeah.
that they will then release updates to do proper checks to see if you did circumnavigate.
got
And then they'll be like, no.
Right.
But that's speculative. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's just it. They've been threatening that since the beginning.
Right. But the 14th is next week.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what happens.
Right.
But what I did find out today that I didn't know existed is that if you use OneDrive, or I don't even know what the fuck it is, but if you back shit up to the Microsoft Cloud
Yeah.
that I didn't know that I was doing,
Right.
is that you can ask for an extra year of service. So I now have updates until October 14th, 2026.
Sweet.
Which is dope. Still got to buy a new computer, but now I have a year to do it.
Yeah.
But I was like, like unbelievable, all because of you've decided that we need, and maybe rightfully so, but we need this hardware encryption piece on our motherboards now, or our processors aren't compatible. Like, you fucking
And it's such bullshit.
dicks.
Because like I said, when I told my boss that I've had Windows 11 running for like however many years I've had it running in my classroom, they were like, what? How'd you manage that?
Right. And I admit that I had almost zero interest to finagle Windows 11 on a machine.
Right.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
fucking past
get it.
that shit, dude.
I get it.
Like, I would much rather spend $1,600 on a new
Yeah.
computer to be
And for what it's worth,
done.
that whole jumping on the Windows 11 bandwagon, I only did it to see if I could.
I remember you doing it. You just like to see if you could do it.
And then
Yeah.
they turned around and gave me new computers
Right.
with Windows 11 on them.
Right. Yeah, because they don't want to fuck with it.
No.
They're just like, here, I'm gonna throw money at this because this is all just
That's right.
fucking write off anyway.
Yeah.
So fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, way easier. Way easier.
I
So.
did make a decision not that many days ago to decide to try a brand new experiment in the computer, my relationship with computers. I have a Chromebook,
Uh-huh.
and there's absolutely nothing wrong with my Chromebook,
Uh-huh.
but it may as well be Linux for Darlene.
Oh,
she needs
it's that Chinese, is it?
Well, you know,
It's Chinese enough.
it's
I got it.
Chinese enough.
Got it.
Like, I mean, I've always joked with Darlene that if a technology company ever needed to hire somebody to be the ultimate, this is not intuitive enough, she would be it. But
Anyway,
yeah.
so your Chromebook.
So yeah,
Yep.
Chromebook, it was working fine. I didn't have a problem with it, but you know, it was my experiment to see how good Chromebook is and how usable it is and who is it for, who is it not for. It's not for my wife, but it is a good operating system for people who just don't want to deal with the Windows bullshit and don't want to have to worry much, if at all, about viruses and infections, because the Chrome operating system is pretty bulletproof. Never mind the fact that if you're not allowed to install anything on it that outside of the Play Store, well, you're not going to get infected with anything anyway.
Right.
And now that the experiment has run its course, I decided that it was time for a new experiment. So I bought myself a new laptop, just arrived today, haven't even opened it yet.
Oh.
And what makes this one special is it's running Windows 11 on ARM processor.
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah. So that's going to be interesting. And what makes that an attractive proposition is, number one, cost.
Absolutely.
Number two, power.
Oh, yeah. He uses less juice.
Oh, does it ever?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the battery is rated to last for like 32 hours on a charge.
Yeah. If
And
your
it
use
weighs
case is
nothing.
the Chromebook, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Right? Because you ain't doing anything with it.
And the only adjustment that I'm going to need to make in using that computer is that when you go to install an app, if there is an ARM version, that's what you want.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's going to be emulation.
Well, it emulates
involved.
x86, right?
Yeah.
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 So that'll be fun. That'll be fun.
Or it won't.
Or it won't. Yeah, exactly. But I've read.
Fuck you, Celeron.
I've read it. Yeah, exactly. I've read Celeron. I got a celery for a processor.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I'd watched enough reviews and read enough articles to say that, yeah, if you were going to get into an ARM-based machine, even as little as 3 or 4 years ago, it might have been a bad idea.
Yeah, it was not recommended.
But now, all the major programs come tailored.
4 years is a
for
long
ARM.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because even, I don't know if you remember, even Apple went ARM for a while.
they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, for one version of MacBook.
Yep.
And then they
And then
stopped.
they said, "Fuck that shit."
This is stupid.
Yeah.
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 And I don't even remember what the problem was, but
Availability of hardware.
is that
if
what it
I
was?
recall what it was,
Yeah.
it was a manufacturing problem.
Right.
If I recall correctly.
Because they couldn't make their own ARM processors. They had to buy them from Qualcomm. I think.
No, I think is what their attempt was to manufacture
Their
them.
own?
Right. And
they
then it
couldn't figure
became
it
an
out.
availability of microprocessors.
Right.
And then I think they got out and went back to x86.
Right.
That is a memory that
Yeah,
lives way at the back.
Yeah. So,
That's,
Yeah.
covered in beer. So I don't know. Maybe not. But
goddamn beer-covered memories.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
What was the price point on it?
Just under $1,000.
So more than a Chromebook.
Oh, yeah.
A lot more.
Yes.
Almost
Well,
double the price.
depending on the Chromebook. Some Chromebooks are up in the $700-800 area now.
Right, but you didn't buy an ARM that was at the top of the
No.
line, right? You
No.
bought probably a mid ARM and a mid Chromebook,
Yeah.
right? So still more. But
Yes.
you're paying for licensing at that point, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You're right. You bought a Windows license.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
for probably $300.
Pretty much.
Interesting. What are you doing with that then?
Selling it.
Is
It
there
is
any
priced-
resale value?
Priced to move.
I imagine it
A
is.
couple $100 at most.
What the fuck do you do with it?
Well, it's designed for two kinds of people. People who are already firmly entrenched in the Google ecosphere
Right.
and have no interest in anything outside of that,
Sure.
and or people who have no need for a full-fledged operating system that is built to accommodate every kind of software and every kind of hardware that it encounters.
Sure. Yep,
So,
I'm with you.
because I am already on Google,
You're
for
pretty
everything.
deep in bed, right? Yeah, you
Yeah.
are. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gmail is my email provider, all my other accounts are tied into it, all my personal documents are in
Photos
are in
exist
Drive.
there.
My photos are up there.
Right. You're
Uh,
in bed.
I'm
Yeah.
in bed with Google 100%.
I remember this conversation.
The only thing I'm not doing is paying extra for anything. And I thought, well, okay, so what are the other things? If this is the thing that's going to travel with me, what are the other things that need to go on this thing to make it travel worthy? Facebook, that's a web app. Like everything was a web app.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even Microsoft, web app. I'll just use the web version. Done.
Of what, like Word and stuff
Yeah.
like that?
If I need to.
If you need to.
If I need to.
Right, if you have an XLX.
Yeah.
X.
And even then,
Yeah,
if I
Drive
get
will-
it from Gmail into the Google Drive, it's still going to be able to open it.
Yeah,
It's just
you're
won't
not
open it
doing
with
any-
Excel.
Yeah, you're not doing anything wild
No.
in Excel to require Excel.
Totally.
Right. Yeah. You can use Sheets, I think, for. Yeah, I'm with you. Okay.
So, like, the only apps that are actually installed on this thing are like fucking Netflix, but none of them are installed. They're all web. They're all web apps. They're all Google Play Store apps.
Right, but the apps are installed, but they're just the apps are the front ends to the web.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're totally. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And you know, the point was, can this be done? What compromises am I going to have to make to take this on the road with me and actually use it for stuff?
Close to
and the
zero.
answer is nothing.
Yeah, I didn't.
Ooh, I
wouldn't
can't
think
do
so.
my taxes on this. Who the fuck cares?
No, you
And
weren't going to
and
anyway.
Right. And even
Yeah.
if I had to, I would just buy the fucking online version of fucking TurboTax.
Yeah, which is a web app. Right. Yeah, with nowadays
Like
with
fucking
everything's a
everybody's
fucking
got a
web app. Yeah.
So,
no, exactly.
you
I
know.
100% agree. 100% agree. Yeah, that's 100% successful experiment.
the only thing that I wish I could do with this machine that I can't because it isn't a Windows computer is fucking remote into her Windows machine to help her out when she doesn't know what she's doing.
as if that thing doesn't have an RDP client. It has to.
Yeah, but then you're opening up fucking RDP, and I don't want to play that game.
No, but RDP locally,
least
who gives a fuck?
Oh no, but I'm talking about from outside the house. If I'm in the house, I'm just going to walk up to her computer. Like when I'm at work, I can use Quick Assist to get into her machine from work, from my machine. But I can't do that from a Chromebook. So if I get sent on a business trip,
But how
I go to,
how hard did you dig?
not that hard.
Right. Yeah, because I'm sure a little bit of digging and that could have been facilitated for sure.
Sure.
And that's just simply that's interesting.
But, anyway, like I said, the experiment was a success. It played itself out. I proved that if you're going to buy a computer for your grandma or your grandpa or your old Uncle Ted or whatever, who's like fucking 80 years old and can't be trusted with a fully configurable computer, and all they do is fucking, play crib and check their email and go on Facebook, Chromebook.
Yeah, we did a similar experiment, but it was tablet based, and we bought Amazon Fire tablets. Tablets,
Right.
because they were nothing. They were like
nothing to it.
100 and cheap,
Yeah.
like
Very.
so cheap.
Yeah.
And we even they were laptop replacements because we had MacBooks that were purchased 12 years ago, right? So that poor hardware she's tired, right? We both got one at the same time, and it was just like, and my wife's concern was like, what if I want to do this or what if I want to do that? And I said, like, how often do you do that? And if you have to do that, you can use my computer.
Mm-hmm.
Or now our daughter's computer, which is upstairs.
Yeah.
But it seems like a successful transition, because once you get your head out of your ass, you don't fucking do anything on these machines anyway. And anything that you do, you're doing right there on the machine that you spent thousands of dollars on.
That's right.
Everything else is just web app bullshit.
That's right.
Everything is just streaming
Yeah.
videos,
Yeah.
right? It's YouTube or Netflix, right? Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or surfing the web.
That's right.
Right. Yeah. That's good. That's good. And like I say, the tablets were a great choice because they were $189 and they achieve every use case.
Yeah.
Every use case. And the only failure is it turns out I don't need it. Like, I have a supercomputer cell phone that does all of it. I don't even need the tablet.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't even need the tablet.
Like, whenever we would go on vacation, I would have to decide, what am I bringing? My iPad or the Chromebook?
Yeah.
And most of the time, it was like a toss-up.
Yeah.
But she's actually more comfortable with the iPad than she is with the Chromebook.
Of course. Well, they've spent
Which is
millions of dollars on UI. Millions and millions and millions.
Which, considering that she is primarily a Windows user.
Right.
Oh, and then, not last weekend, or was it last weekend? It was too. Last weekend, we come home from breakfast and her computer's dead.
Oh, that's a weird thing.
Just dead. Nothing. So I'm like, shit. Pretty sure it's the power supply. The question is, how quickly can we get it in somewhere that has a replacement power supply for this? Because it was a Memory Express machine,
Right.
but a budget grade.
Yeah, of course.
And they're like, yeah, we're 12 to 14 days out to
MX was?
to repairs.
Really?
And I was like, fuck that
Wow,
shit.
that's wild.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, thanks for nothing. So my wife said, just fucking, how old is this machine? And I'm like, it's 6. She goes, fuck it. Just get me a new machine.
Oh, man.
So I did.
Man.
I did. I knew exactly what I wanted. I walked into Best Buy. I said, I want this. Thank you. And he goes, oh, just a moment, sir. And he walked away and he came back with the box, and that was the end of it. And I walked out of the store almost yelling, start the car! Because I was like, he didn't try to upsell me on nothing. He didn't try to sell me a keyboard, an antivirus box, nothing.
Yeah, they don't care anymore.
They don't care anymore.
No. There's no incentive for them to do it.
Like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. So now she's on Windows 11, and I thought she was going to lose her mind, but a 10-minute lesson and she's back in business.
Yeah. Again, they millions and millions of dollars on UI. Possibly even billions.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
Here, monkey.
Now, if only we could train Microsoft to stop renaming shit.
Yeah, that's...
Holy
yeah,
fuck.
I hate it.
Especially in their productivity apps. Like the first one that had me laughing hysterically was changing contacts to people.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, whatever... What was before 10?
7.
Yeah.
Well, 8.
Well, no.
And that was that
So
new
not 8.
Tiley fucking start menu
Yeah,
that
yeah,
everybody
yeah,
hated.
yeah. Yeah, the jump to 10 fucked me up. Which is funny, because you would think someone who is tech savvy and is intuitive to computers. Mm-hmm. But the problem that I found with it is that it became more intuitive. So to someone who is used to more
The hard
in
way
the
to get
trenches,
everywhere?
right?
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is this thing?
well,
I
okay.
suck so bad at Windows 11. I can't find anything. I Google how to find, like,
I know.
Where's
I know.
my start button, you cocksuckers?
I know. The thing that actually got me really annoyed, because of course, not only do I have to figure this out for myself, but I have to figure this out for all the people that work at the company.
Sure.
You know, when I get people calling me up and going, "Where's Control Panel, man?" Okay, so Control Panel is still there, but where is it? Well, just go into your search box and type Control, and it'll be right there. It'll offer it to you. Great. Yeah, but you might not want to keep using Control Panel. Why? Because most of the things you can do in Control Panel are now in settings.
What?
Except not everything.
Yeah. Fuck
Not
off.
everything, though.
Ugh.
Not everything.
Ugh, God.
And then eventually, pretty much everything was moved over to settings. But we're so used to getting to the things, the Control Panel way, that the settings way, I kept forgetting what part of settings you had to go in to get to a thing, and I keep having to type stuff. And unfortunately, Windows was never smart enough to go, you know, if a thing is called display brilliance and you typed in brightness, it wouldn't have a fucking clue what you were talking about.
No, they didn't.
Because you're using the wrong words, asshole.
Right.
Use the right words or you're not getting fuck all.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't do it well. You know what I want? Carl, do you want to know what I want? Support for Windows 2000. Just fucking...
Not NT?
No. Like, there's a line. But Windows 2000 would be fine.
Shithouse.
Oh, God. It was terrible. Windows 2000 is a nice meeting between Windows 98 and Windows NT.
Okay.
Right? Like, because it was. Mm-hmm. It was hardened back then.
Yep.
But it had usability. It had the niceness of 98 and the fucking cute and the not and just fucking write security updates for Windows 2000, would you? And let me just go back.
Yeah.
The proper start button, Proper control panel. Just give me all the things. It's horse shit. What else you got on that list?
Nothing. I'm shutting the Chromebook down.
Oh my god.
Anybody want to buy a Chromebook real cheap?
What's real cheap? What's real cheap?
$150?
Fuck off. You gotta be in bed with Google. Screw that. and like,
But it has the word Chrome in it.
whatever. It turns like you've already explained it. My wife already can't use it.
It's an Asus.
Yeah. Kiss my Asus.
Look, it says Chrome right on the cover.
Wow, look at that. Whatever.
And there's even Chrome on it. Look, there's Chrome buttons.
Yeah. It's an attractive
Is
looking
it Chrome hinges?
thing. Yeah, wow.
Chrome mufflers?
Whoa. Chrome tips.
Got tips.
Tips of it.
Bye.
Well, hi, everybody, I guess. Fuck.
Thanks for watching.
Your static screen.
That's right. Hey, at least your eyes didn't have to do much work. Just your brain, your intuitive brain. What you looking at?
The time.
Oh, yeah. It goes fast. It goes fast. So Darlene's laid up in bed right now because she had foot surgery yesterday.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Neat. Did they take it?
Did they
The foot?
take the foot?
And just fucking huck it.
No,
Oh.
no. They cut her open so that they could